Hey, what's going on YouTube? Back with another video. Today's going to be a little bit different of one. We are doing the next episode of Boombox To Glory. Hopefully you guys enjoyed last week's episode. We ended up with a pretty good finish in champs and got a couple of cool additions to the team. Obviously packing Fernando Torres was huge. I unfortunately just got done watching the Liverpool game where we lost 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest. It's I don't want to spend too much time on it because I'm trying to just move on with my weekend, but it was pretty brutal to watch. Probably, I can't think of a worse game to watch that I have seen in the last decade. It was really rough. Hopefully Slot can right the ship, but otherwise, I mean, let me know what you guys think. I know there's a lot of Slot out comments and different things that I see online, but like I said, don't want to spend too much time on it, but hopefully we can turn our luck around, or at least turn my mood around by getting a couple of cool cards for the team. You'll see this isn't a boombox. Unfortunately, so I have boombox on auto ship. It pays the same day, ships the same day. The pay went through the exact same day. However, they just didn't ship it until Friday for some reason. Every other time they've shipped it the same day. Really, really weird. It is going to be here Tuesday, so we'll have that one for next week. But what I had to do is come up with this solution. And around here, it's really, really hard to get product for soccer cards. It's just not as popular in, Michigan in the United States as it might be in other places. But I went to a store and was able to find some retail and different types of soccer products. And what I decided we're going to do is, since there's a lot more packs here, this actually is less expensive than a whole boombox, by the way. But since there's a lot of packs here, what we're going to do is we are going to essentially open these up, and I can pick 6 players to go into the team from it. And they just can't be from the same pack. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll start. So these are just retail packs. He threw these in for free. I mean, they're marked like $4. I don't even know if you can really get anything. These are just like, they're in like a big retail box. Looks like you can get some stuff. You can get signatures and stuff in it too. So who knows? Maybe we get something cool in those. This is an old pack of Chronicles 21-22. So maybe we'll see some cool rookies in there. Obviously that'll cross 3 leagues. This is this year's Prism. You can get signatures and dual signatures, case hits, the Sublime insert specifically. And then this is obviously Club World Cup. You can get kabooms in here, which is pretty sweet. Autos, stuff like that. So who knows? Maybe we pull something cool out of one of these and prove that a boombox and hobby packs aren't all they're cracked up to be sometimes. Not sure. But we're going to just go ahead and get right into it. We'll start with these 2 like freebie retail packs that he threw in. And we start with Cody Gakpo. I have been talking about left wing being a potential spot to replace, and Gakpo might be that guy for us. I actually have an Evo of Gakpo that just came out that is pretty sweet. And I think he has a card from last promo too. Gomez, Rodriguez, and then we get a silver of Mascara. That's a pretty nice silver rookie. That's not bad. My guess is Gakpo is going to be high on the list of a potential player for us to take because I've been wanting a new left winger, like I said. The Evo that I put him in gives him low driven plus too, which is pretty sweet. All right. And in pack number 2, it's just a base pack. So we'll just go through it. Diop, Harry Winks, Munoz, and Saliba. Is Saliba a better option than Calafiori? Potentially. I'll look at that. All right, so that is those packs. Let's go ahead and go into this Chronicles pack. Obviously, this is a little bit older. They just had these hanging on the shelf. I think it was marked like $10. He gave it to me a couple bucks off, so I didn't even ask. He just offered, which was nice. I'm assuming they probably don't go through and sell a lot of these. So, probably been sitting there for a minute. All right, so we get just like Chronicles always is, we get a Serie A, a La Liga, and a Prem. We'll do it that way. We'll get right into it. Like I said, with some of these older boxes, you can get some really cool rookies. Like right there, Raspadori Origins rookie. That's a pretty cool looking card. We got Pedro. We have, I think this is called the Astro Parallel. Or no, that's the Mojo. That's the Mojo. Sorry, the Astro Stars. So we get a Pedro, We get a Strieger Larson Astro. That's not numbered. And then Mojo. And there's our Astro. It is a rookie Matias Vigna. Also not numbered, but that's the Astro parallel. A couple of cool rookies in there. And then Barella. As far as like what we would potentially take for the team, I don't know. We will keep it moving. Hoping we actually get something cool out of one of the those blasters. So that's why I'm saving those. All right, we got Rodrigo. I actually got the season rewards, and Rodrigo has a really nice card in that. So that may be something we look at. So we got Rodrigo and Nesri. We got Maximiliano, rookie. And then we have a Busquets contenders ticket thing, and that's the Astro. That's actually a really cool card. And then Karim Benzema. Unfortunately, Busquets is no longer available as far as an SBC, but that would be pretty sweet. And then we did get the Rodrigo in there. Okay. I'll leave the Rodrigo on top because that's a maybe. And then the Prem pack. Let's see what we can get in here. We have... I'm going to do that with it. All right, so on the back, we have a rookie ticket for Kelleher. That's really cool. Liverpool, obviously. Kelleher. We have an N'Golo Kante. Man, he was so good for Chelsea. Joe Rodon, rookie as well. And then a Bukayo Saka Mojo. Unfortunately, not his rookie year, but that's a really cool card. And then a Kyle Walker Astro. My cat's going nuts, by the way, if you can hear my windows kind of just flapping around over there. That's a cool card. This Kelleher rookie ticket's really cool. Okay. Well, we've got some possibilities. Obviously, we got the Gakpo, Saka. Okay. Let's get into sort of the meat and potatoes where we can actually get something pretty cool. Obviously, autos. A Sublime would be crazy. I don't even know what those look like. I'm sure we'll know it if we see it. A Sublime would be crazy. Obviously, you can get dual autos in here. I've actually seen some pretty cool stuff. I think you usually get at least one numbered card in these, too. I'm just going to get rid of this. Sorry, I'm bumping the camera here. All right. We will just do it in this order, I guess. All right, so Prism. We have... Oh, they're all the pink, like, Mojo type of thing. Dan Burn, Flynn Downs, and then we have a center stage of Vissa, and we have a Nicholas Jackson. So no rookies in that pack, just an insert. All right, we have a Rodriguez, Pereira, Dwight McNeil, and then a Harvey. It's really sad to see, like, what's going on with Harvey at Villa, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we bring him back? Like, what do we do with him? Because it's just sad to see him kind of wasting away there. David Raya, really, really good keeper. We have a Casemiro. We have two Awanyis in a row. One is orange, one is pink, and neither are numbered. Kind of strange. Not the guy I want to see after today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. As far as like stuff for the team, nothing stood out to me, but like I said, I always take my time and kind of go through these. All right, next up, we got something. I don't know if that's going to be numbered. All right, we have a John McGinn, Adam Wharton, wouldn't mind him at Liverpool. Ogachukwu, I believe is how that's pronounced, and then is that Connor Bradley? Okay, we get a Connor Bradley, and that is numbered 178 to 249. That's pretty sweet. I'm happy with that. We already have Frimpong at right back, but I actually have a really sweet Evo of Connor Bradley. So maybe we bring him in as like a backup right back. And then Frimpong can also be a right winger, backup right winger. Nice. Actually, I believe my Evo, I put a certain thing on him that gave him a higher weak foot, the Evo, and it also made him be able to play left back. Right now we have Davies at left back, but there's a potential that we work it out where Connor Bradley comes in at left back. That's a maybe. Okay. Well, we got a numbered card. That's pretty cool. And it's a Liverpool player. You guys know I'm happy with that. Can we see something cool, like a Sublime insert or an auto? Ruben Diaz, Sean Longstaff, Tarkovsky, and then from City, Foden. We already have him. And then last pack, you can see who's on the back. Too bad he doesn't do autos. There is a Mo Salah, the man. Thought he actually played really well today. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. And then a parallel of Curtis Jones. Listen, they're at least hooking me up with some Liverpool players, even if these boxes are kind of duds. There's a Mo. All right, we'll move it that way. Boom. Okay. Well, we already have Curtis Jones in the team. Connor Bradley at left back may be interesting. And then maybe I try to figure out a way to get Rodrigo in using Pedri. I'm not sure. We'll see what we can work out. All right, last one. We got Club World Cup. I'm actually really interested to see what we get in here. I don't think I've ever actually opened this other than one pack that we got in one of the boom boxes. So let's see what we can get in a Club World Cup blaster box. All right, we have Gerson. Looks like we already have a numbered card in the very first pack. Lobo. We have Mbappe. I'll just throw another Mbappe back there. All right, we have Simeone. And that is to 275. Rookie card. That's pretty cool. That is Diego Simeone's son, right? I believe. Pretty sure. Super fast, as far as I know. Nice. Okay. Another numbered card. Not too terrible. Like I said, I mean, we've done worse in boom boxes. We're getting a pretty good haul out of this and some options to add to the team. Now, can we just see something cool? Something like an auto. Something like a Kaboom. All right, we got that guy. Nico Schlotterbeck from Dortmund. Savic and Haraguchi. Next pack up. Got like a Pulsar here. All right, Marlon Fritas. That guy. Pavlidis. Rookie. And then Advin Kula from Boca Juniors. Pretty cool card. All right, 3 more packs. Can you just load one of them up with something really cool? All right, we have Vertessen, rookie. Team badges of Juve. I don't know if these team badges are rare, if they're in like every box. We have a Locatelli Pulsar and that guy. So does Juve mean we can pick any player from Juve? Interesting. All right, 2 more packs. I feel like we got an extra pack. That felt like more than 6, but maybe I'm just bugging. All right, we got a silver and a Pulsar in this one. We'll just go through it. Rios again. Sakine, rookie. Gonzalez, silver. And then from Boca Juniors, that guy again. All right, last pack. Last chance to get something cool. I don't know what that is. Koke from Chelsea. New Era and Selmino. And then a Jude Bellingham Pulsar. Listen, we got Rodrigo. I have Jude Bellingham in the club. Maybe there's a way we work that out and get both of them in. Pretty sweet. Overall, all right, listen. Did we crush it on these boxes? Absolutely not. But I think I got all of this for like $60, you know? The boom box is almost double that. I don't know. I mean, you get more odds at probably an auto or something in the boom box. We did get 2 numbered cards. We got that cool Saka. The numbered cards were Simeone rookie to 275, and then the Connor Bradley, which obviously I'm happy about. Sorry, there's Leia hair all over everything. And that is to 249. So not too terrible in terms of the cards that we got. I'm going to see how we can work these into the team. So I'll be back with you guys in a second. Okay, hey, what's going on, guys? You can see this is a voiceover. Unfortunately, I made a mistake. I managed to record every bit of the video without audio, with all of the gameplay. I even lost some of the gameplay. I have no idea how I managed to do that. But it is what it is. I at least wanted to show you the changes to the team before we move into next week. So if you see different players, you understand why. We did go ahead and add Connor Bradley. He plays both left and right back for the team. So pretty solid overall, the card. I like the pace that he brings, and also better defending stats, better for chemistry than trying to squeeze Bayern players in as well, considering some of the other changes we made. We also added Cody Gakpo. I like him better than Phil Foden. He's got low driven plus, better pace, better shooting, really, really good card. And then in terms of like the big changes we made, we added Jude Bellingham, mainly for chemistry reasons, but obviously he's a really, really good card. So Jude Bellingham comes into the team. I just put a cosmetic Evo on him. And then the reason we added him is because we also added World Tour Rodrigo. Now, this is a card from the season pass. Obviously, really, really good pace, dribbling, shooting. Just a really, really good card in terms of like an inside forward. He's got finesse plus, which is massive. So he does a good job of replacing Salah. And that allows me to then cash in on those coins before the market dips, which it always does during Thunderstruck. So I kind of want to be liquid in terms of my coins right now. So those are the changes to the team. Just to give you an idea, I'll show you the stats in next video as far as goals and stuff for the players. But I did play all of Weekend League with this team, got 7 wins. Nothing really good in the rewards, so we're not going to be taking anything from those, unfortunately. But that is the changes that we made to the team. So if you see some differences in next week's video, you'll understand why. And yeah, I apologize again that there was no gameplay this week. I will fix that for next week. And thank you for watching the pack opening and the changes we made. All right, bye-bye.